The configuration of the project and capital databases is often not standardized, and therefore in this context the XML functionality cannot work. In this video I will show you that in order for the XML functionality to work properly, we need to harmonize certain parameters between capital and project databases. There are 4 parameters we have to configure: client code, supplier code, project code, and sequence number of order requests. Before we begin, it is important to ensure we have the latest version of logistics installed, version 7.0.8.0. Let's start with the client code. In order for the XML functionality to work, we have to ensure that the client code that is used in the capital database to identify the project is the same as the office code used in the project database. Taking the example of Yemen, we will check inside the capital database which code we have configured for our client, apps project. We go to Configuration, Clients, and we can see a list of all clients existing in the database. We look for project apps, and we can see that our client code is apps, ABS. So this is the same code that should be configured as office code in the apps project database. To verify this, we switch now to the project database of apps. Inside the project database, we go to Configuration, Offices, and we select the active office of apps. Here we can see that the office code is the same, apps, ABS. So in this case, the configuration is correct. If it was not correct, we would need to speak with our supply team to agree on the correct code and change accordingly in either the project or the capital database. Attention! The standard requires that the office code always consists of 3 letters. The second configuration we have to do is to ensure that the project and capital database use the same financial project code. The project code is created by the finance department. Continuing our example of Yemen, with the capital database of Sana and the project database of apps, we check in the project database first. We go to Configuration, Finances, Projects. Here we see a list of all the projects in the database of apps, in this case only one, project 113. Important: since we are now working with a new version of Lx 7, it is important to configure your project code as 3-digit codes, as communicated by finance. 113. If you have been using 2-digit codes before, it is necessary to update the project to 3 digits now in both databases. Now we need to make sure that this same project code exists as well in the capital database of Yemen, for project apps. So we will switch to the capital database of Sana. Again, we go to Configuration, Finances, Projects, and we look for project apps. Here I can verify that the code of apps 113 has been correctly configured as well. So this configuration has been correctly done. If it would not be the case, we need to speak to our supply and finance team in order to align the codes inside of the mission. The third configuration we have to do is to ensure that inside our project database, the supplier code that we use to identify capital is the same as the office code of our capital database. We continue with our example of Yemen with capital Sana and project apps. In the database of Sana, we go to Configuration, Offices, we select the active office, and we check for the office code. Here it's again a 3-letter code, SAN, S-A-N. In order for the XML functionality to work, we have to ensure that in our project database, the supplier capital is configured with the same code. So now we switch back to the project database of apps. And we go to Configuration, Suppliers. We search for Sana, our capital project team, and we check the code. Here we can see that Sana, as a supplier, has the supplier code SAN, the same code that we found in the capital database. Therefore, we can say that this configuration is correct as well. If it would not be, we would have to contact our supply team to agree on the correct code and align the databases. The fourth and last configuration that we have to do is to ensure that we are using the same order reference number in both the capital and project database. To verify that this is the case, I check first in the project database of apps. We go to Documents Out and filter for order requests, and we can see that the last number used was number 84. Now we switch again to our capital database. We go to Requests. We look for our client apps. And we can see as well that the last reference used was number 84. So this is correct as well. If the last sequence number that has been received in capital would have been higher than the one in the project database, we would need to ask our project team to change the sequence number. If on the other hand, in capital I have a smaller number than 84, it is not a problem at all. My configuration in both databases is now correct. In the next videos I will show you how to import and export an order and an order confirmation file using the XML function.